All right, what's up guys? So in this quick video, I'm going to show you a pretty popular user feature request. It's more of a fine tuning, but it's basically to use the bid override table to override any of the autopilot bids. So the idea is you would use autopilot, set up your rules, set up any of your overrides if you want to get crazy with it. You can then run that across your sponsored products, brands, and display sheets, and you'll have your bids get optimized as usual, and then the bid rule number will show up on the column E here as usual. And then the override feature is basically you would have already set up your bid override table with any either targets, campaigns, portfolios. There's a bunch of different ways you can set it up, but the idea is put anything on here that you want to potentially steer manually or kind of pick out as special segments of your account. And in this example, I'm just going to do something really easy. I'm going to copy the current cost per click and set that as an override value here in the blue column. And basically what it's going to allow us to do is, in this example, I've got them set as target overrides, but it's basically going to allow us to override our autopilot bids. So you can do one sheet at a time, or you can click on this. It's going to do it to all three. So I've just got an example here with the sponsored products. You can see 1.96 is my override value. So I'm going to hit yes. All right, you'll get a prompt there that just says your autopilot bids have been overridden. Hit OK. So if you did not run autopilot and you just want to use kind of this new feature to change certain bids, then it's just going to set anything that's not on the bid override table to the original bid, so it just won't get changed. But just kind of give you an example of how it's working. Let's look at this guy. All right, so I'm going to go up and just hit show SP bulk sheet. All right, and there you go. You can see 1.96 is the bid there. So that's basically all it's doing, is just overriding the kind of first phase of your bid optimization, which is where we used autopilot. All right, so the last thing I'll mention is one really good use case for this new feature is when you're first getting acclimated to using Adtactix, and say you come up with kind of your initial autopilot rule scheme that you're going to want to use for the next few weeks. It would be smart to look up any of the best targets in your account. So you can basically just come in here, click enable targets. It's going to sort it by orders. All right, and then you can take the, one way to do it is just take the target override value here and then put that on the bid override table, which is exactly what I did here. You set this to target from the drop down, and then just sync this. It's going to populate all the data. This will allow you to kind of keep a closer eye on kind of the best targets, say the top 20% of your targets that are giving you most of your results. You keep those steady, at least for the first few weeks. Use some of the other tools like the bulk negating, launch some new keywords, stuff like that. You could potentially pause some of the targets with 0 orders over the past 60 days, let's say. The point is to get some quick wins, to learn how to use Adtactix, without disrupting, especially the kind of main targets that are carrying your account. You don't want to accidentally deploy some rules using autopilot, lose focus of those main keywords that are doing most of the heavy lifting, and drop some of your impressions. So that'll keep your sales up, allow you to recoup some of your budget with reducing some wasted ad spend, and then start launching new keywords and go forward with that strategy. So that seems to be a very good kind of getting started use case for this new feature. So, all right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.